Leicester City 2, Manchester United 2 in the Premier League. This is my match review. As you can see, I just hoped in the game that the ref wouldn't blow his whistle. Not because I wanted United to win, not just that, but it was a thoroughly entertaining game. What's up, everyone? This is Draco. Hope you've had a fantastic Christmas yesterday. Hope everyone's looking forward to Boxing Day football. And what a cracker of a game that we've been given today by both the teams. And you know what? As a Manchester United fan, ultimately, I felt we should have won this, right? Not just as a Manchester United fan, to be frank, but if you're watching it as a neutral, we've had a better of the chances. I felt we played well. We were patient. There were phases of tactical changes during the game that has had an impact. Example, Cavani coming on at the end. Obviously, Dan James being there in the beginning to be a busy bee and the work rate. However, Bruno Fernandes is my man of the match. I can't say anything about it. Smash the like on the big video if you feel Bruno Fernandes was your man of the match as well. What a player he is, right? I was skeptical at one point that he might get a red card, but that's just him, right? Creating one goal and then scoring a goal as well. We're talking about Marcus Rashford. Yes, he's got into a score sheet, but ultimately, for those of you that watched the match, Marcus Rashford should have got at least a hat-trick, right? The first miss that he had with the open header with a few yards away is inexcusable. I think a quality of a player like that, or an average player, should have scored that header. However, the second chance he had, fantastic save from the keeper. Fair play to the lad. How does the lineup look? So, bit of a strange one for me, right? The only talking point I have is Lindelof coming off injured, which is a bit of a worry now. As we know, our striking situation is not, our defense situation, centre-back situation is not the best, and Lindelof has come off with an injury. However, when I saw the lineup, I thought, hang on, Lindelof, Bailly, Maguire, are we going for a back three with Luke Shaw as a left wing back and Dan James as a right wing back? No, Lindelof went for a right back. Now, I know he plays right back in the international scene. However, if he's carrying a bit of an injury, rest him, right? You got games coming thick and fast. 2, you're playing him in a very wrong position in the Premier League against Leicester, who are second in the table, right? Okay. It's not the best of decisions, in my opinion. I think we've had people like Tuanzebe on the bench that could have played there, clearly more so than he has more experience in that position than Lindelof. Probably not at the highest level. That's probably where Ole Gunnar Solskjaer kind of made his decision. But for me, it has kind of backfired, because in the first half, on that side, on Lindelof's side, Leicester was very dominant. And Harvey Barnes, what a player he is! Like, what a goal he's scored today. However, McTominay was at fault for me. I think he should have. He ball watched more or less. He followed him through. It didn't really make a tackle, and it was too late by the time he got the shot off. However, it ends 2-2. Scott and Fred did well. They looked busy in the middle of the field. Very tight game. I think it was thoroughly entertaining, in my opinion. Where does that leave within the Premier League table? As you can see, we are still a point behind Leicester. We played 14 games, and to be frank, this hasn't updated actually. To be frank, it was a very commendable draw, a very thoroughly entertaining game. Bit of frustration that we should have actually had the winner. We should have won the game. We've had the better of the chances. Let's talk about Jamie Vardy's goal. So we all know Jamie Vardy is a top striker. As I said in my match preview, I don't feel he does too much against Manchester United. And today, I felt that when the cross came in, the centre-backs were kind of static. They didn't react to as fast as someone like Jamie Vardy. And Jamie Vardy really reacted to that. And absolutely, it went off to Tuanzebe, but he scored right at the end, 6 minutes after we have scored, where Cavani came in, had a bigger impact than Anthony Martial, in my opinion, although they're both different types of number 9. But Cavani with the through ball onto Bruno Fernandes. For me, the man of the match right now is... Well, right now in every game almost, it seems like Bruno Fernandes, because he's such an exceptional player. He's the one that's carrying us a lot, especially in this year. Really, he's been a difference between us being in this position and probably being 8th, 9th at this stage of the season, as we've seen. Bruno Fernandes scored 1 and assisted 1. I felt that he's had a bit of a quiet game. I did say in my match preview that Ndidi is gonna mark him down, and Ndidi is a top CDM. So we needed someone who has a bit more creativity behind Bruno Fernandes, someone like a Pogba. And I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer realized that. Even the commentators in the game was saying the same thing, that they need creativity because Bruno Fernandes is being followed around by Ndidi. It's simple as that, even though Bruno Fernandes got a goal and an assist. But if we had a bit of a creativity just behind Bruno Fernandes, with the runners that we have with Dan James and Anthony Martial and Marcus Rashford, I think we could have had a bit more impact in the first half. We started off quite fast, you know. We should have scored in under 2 minutes with Marcus Rashford header, but we fizzled down a little bit. But it was more not to do with tiredness. I felt it was more like game management, and that's something I like to see in the United squad. And I think that's something that we are seeing now. There's a bit more like phases of game that we play within the game, which is fantastic to see. The tactical awareness is coming in, which is nice to see. However, I was expecting Manchester United to win, and I did say in my match preview that Leicester City do not draw; they either win or lose. And I think I jinxed it, because they drew. That's the first draw that they've had in this particular season. Where does that leave in the Premier League? Look, I'm not going to talk about a title challenge or title race as of yet. However, we are still in a very healthy position, albeit we are slightly behind now, 4 points behind Liverpool, who are equal to us, and we know that if we give space to Liverpool, they will go and steamroll teams and gather up points. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Important games coming up in the next few games. I feel Manchester United have got a very commendable draw. I mean, Leicester are second. We've got to respect the team. They are at home and they have quality players. And Manchester United, not many teams will get a draw against Leicester away. I felt that Manchester United, I've got a commendable draw, but looking back on the context of the game, with the chances that we had, especially with the both Marcus Rashford chances, I would have sneakily put in a thought of, you know what, we should have won this game. As always, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next upload, and stay far.